based on what I've just reported for you on the Apple Watch Series 9, what do you make of that as quick reaction?
Yeah, welcome to the hometown, like Cupertino. I think the really important thing that's going on here is the important piece that they're going from silicon to chip, and they're using their silicon to manage the battery life, they're using the silicon to handle the AI capabilities, and all those are really important, especially when you think about what Apple's known for. They have full control of their ecosystem, and that starts with the silicon, and so they're showcasing that on the watch, and of course I think we're all waiting to see if there are other things that are going to be monitored, right? Other health indicators that I think would drive other people to go to the Ultra, and of course to the Series 9 watch.
Yeah, the expectation is that we would have two size variants of Series 9, one new variant of the Ultra. These are the early exchanges of this event. Apple Wonderlust is underway behind us in the Steve Jobs Theatre, and you're right, we're waiting for 4 variants of the iPhone 15. How important is it that the hardware upgrades on the Pro side are substantive to drive an upgrade cycle?
Well, when we look at the entire upgrade cycle, we're talking about 1 billion iPhones that need to get 5G, right? And it's been happening over the next 3 years. And so as we're moving those in that super cycle, the big piece is really, is a telephoto lens potentially enough to get you there? The USB-C, got to do it because it's a regulatory requirement. Is it also going to be something around, is it a battery life? Is it a feature? Is it a service that's going to take people to that next level of using the iPhone? But the chips make a big difference. The battery life makes a big difference. And potentially a 48 megapixel camera may make that difference.
I want to go back to the watch for just a second. Some other information is the Series 9, let's call it the base model, has double the brightness, 2000 nits. That goes back to the last generation of Ultra. What is the strategy you see there from Apple? They're basically taking last year's tech and putting it into this year's base models.
Yeah, we're seeing things. If you want the Pro or the Ultra, you want the top level, you'll pay a little bit more for the new chip, and then you're going to see that gradation come into different markets. Let's take India, for example, right? The big talk about India. You might have different price points given where the demographics and the socioeconomics are. You'll have a different price point in the UK, of course, and you'll have a different price point if you're in the Middle East, right? Remember, Apple is at the heart a luxury brand, and because it's a luxury brand, that's what's driving that capability.
Right now on stage, Apple are talking about their environmental goals and the progress they've made in sustainability and materials. Is that an important factor for you?
It's important for me, especially when we think about circular economy and we think about how much energy is required to create a device, how you bring that back into it. Apple's been a leader, especially in sustainability and some of those ESG goals. And it goes from not just the battery, but it's also the materials and the recycling process. I've probably turned in, maybe you as well, turned in a couple phones in the past to do that. So.
Okay, forget what we've reported and what we think is coming. What do you want to see in these higher-end iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max?
Yeah, I think people are looking for better features. They're looking for experiences, for example, the ability to tie these to more devices. They're looking for the eventual integration between Mac OS, iOS, and Watch OS. And then, of course, they're trying to figure out, hey, maybe there's a sneak peek into Vision Pro and what's going to take us into Vision Pro as the replacement for the Mac. Like, that integration has always been an Apple fan's dream, right, to be able to bring all those things together.